probably the album that reminds you the most of Meteora.
Hunting Party is after this.
After this.
Okay.
I think Living Things is the blend of everything.
Let's do it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to JPMP. I'm Justin.
I'm Manny.
And we are doing some Linkin Park today.
Finally.
I know, right?
Have we ever done it?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Because we grew up on them, so...
You want to do 2 songs?
We can do whatever you want.
Let's do 2 songs.
So we're going to do...
Because it's going to get into Burn It Down, and we know Burn It Down is just a generic... We know that already.
So I don't really know this album too much. We're going to do 2 songs from Living Things.
Yeah. To me, in my opinion, I think it's the perfect blend of their newer sound that they were trying to go to. Okay, so it was Hybrid Theory, Meteora. We know the sound, right?
Yes.
Linkin Park fans know the sound.
Yes.
Then we got into Minutes to Midnight, and that was very experimental in my opinion because it went from giving up, which was like this thrash kind of thing, and then it went into like Shadow of the Day, and then you have What I've Done, which was like no rapping, no nothing, whatever. And so that was a departure, and that album was good. But then you had Living Things. Oh, then you had Thousand Suns.
Yeah,
which was just completely
experimental.
Very, very experimental.
Yep.
So I think that they were still trying to get their bearings. Not trying to, because they could do whatever they want. Yep. Living Things, I feel like, was the blend of like less rapping, but there was still some, and then there was still some singing. I just think it was a good blend of like rock. Okay. They still had their DJ elements in there. They still had their piano. They still had their melody. And then you got into Hunting Party. And Hunting Party is like not my favorite album.
I like Hunting Party a lot.
It's good. Hunting Party is not my favorite though. I could listen to Living Things all the way through.
Gotcha.
So let's listen to Lost in the Echo and My Remains. Those are the first 2 songs off the album.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into Burn It Down because Burn It Down is just
No. Horrible. Horrible. I don't like it.
It's just a generic song, honestly.
You take it.
I can't rate it because it's too much nostalgia, though.
Are you? Are you blinded by the nostalgia of it?
I'm not blinded by the nostalgia.
Well, you must be. You can't rate it.
Well, I can rate it. It's a 3. But it's like...
So why don't you just do that?
Yeah, because it's not like anything new or spectacular. Meteora and Hybrid 3 were that.
Okay. Let me dissect, because I have a lot to say. I just need to compartmentalize it. So those two songs together, I would give it like a 2. I would give it a 2. Okay. I didn't really like either of those songs. But
Steely Dan got a 5.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Don't know how that got a 5.
I would give both those songs a 2 together. I honestly wouldn't listen to those songs.
You think that's less interesting than Joy Division? Different genres.
Well, yeah, it's hard to compare. I can't really compare them, to be honest, because like right now, I'd rather listen to Joy Division, but I also know that I'm more familiar with Linkin Park, so it's kind of different. It's a weird comparison.
I'm being like straight and saying like it is a 3. I mean, it is pretty simple song structure. But as a whole, in general, being that I'm not really fond of Thousand Suns, I'm not fond of. Actually, I'm fond of Minutes to Midnight, but in like a, I was there as they were going and happening. I'm like, oh, this is a different sound. And how old was I in 2007? I was 15.
All right. So Linkin Park, they have always been.
Just so you guys know, there is an unreleased video of JPMP about a Linkin Park song.
Okay. All right. Linkin Park, ever since they began, they've pretty much always wrote songs that could be played on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a strength and a weakness in my opinion. Because if you can always play them on the radio, they're catchy, they're good, regardless of that, right?
Yes.
But sometimes after a while of releasing the same type of music or song, it gets a little tiresome, like, oh, this sounds very radio friendly. Okay. One thing I appreciate about Linkin Park, and really any other band, I have no problem when a band wants to change, when a band wants to experiment and do other things. Mm-hmm. Because, like people, you don't stay the same.
Yeah, yeah.
And that carries through in your music. Life experiences change you, your tastes change, and you want to try other things. I will never have a problem with bands doing that. I don't always like the result, but I'll never have a problem with the expansion of sound. When Linkin Park went from Hybrid Theory and Meteora, which was a good core sound, right. Then they went into Minutes to Midnight, okay, as their next main album, which was starting to kind of experiment a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, they went into 1,000 Suns, was it?
Which is weird.
Okay, bring up 1,000 Suns. I just need to see like some of the songs so I can kind of remember, because I didn't really listen to that album that much. Okay,
neither.
So 1,000 Suns, okay.
Then you had Burning in the Sky. Burning in the Sky.
Yeah, so 1,000 Suns, they really start to go into that experimental direction, which alienated a lot of fans.
Waiting for the End, your favorite song.
Don't play it. Some of them I did like because I appreciate that they did more electronic elements.
Like the Catalyst.
Yeah, Blackout. I always
Blackout
enjoyed.
Was cool.
I enjoyed.
Why isn't Catalyst playing?
Yeah,
but even that was just kind of weird.
I appreciate that they were trying to experiment and extend their sound a little bit.
Yeah.
Then after that, they did
Living Things.
And kind of like what you said, I can kind of get that feeling that was where they're trying to like
come back.
They were doing a nice blend. Okay.
Yeah.
Even in Lost in the Echo, the initial guitar and synth keyboard sound, whatever it is, like
very Meteora.
Whatever that sound is, that techno-ish sound.
Yeah.
Okay, it's incorporated well. I'm just tired of hearing that sound. But then they went into Hunting Party, which is one of my favorite albums from them, because it kind of not only did it bring back more of the rock elements, but they did it well. I feel that they hit their stride on that album.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to talk about their last one. I won't talk about the last one.
One More Light was...
No. Let me go back. So go back down Lost in Echo and In the Remains. Lost in Echo, it's a good opener to an album. I like how they flowed because they have a more album focus after 1,000 Suns, I feel. They got a more album kind of focus in the singles. And I like how Mike Shinoda's
rapping back again in that.
Yes.
I like that.
I've never personally felt that Mike Shinoda was a strong rapper. In the sense that in the world of rap, for anyone who is actually into it and actually knows artists, he is a perfectly okay rapper.
Yeah,
I don't feel like he's that good.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's good.
But then you have like guys like MF Doom,
right? And you have like all these classic there is an art to rapping as well, and he's okay in that world.
Yeah,
he does the job well in Linkin Park, no doubt.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yes,
in Fort Minor,
I listened to Fort Minor, didn't like it. I thought it was just very okay.
Yeah,
I thought it's okay.
I just feel like I'll take MF Doom for an example. He's got such a distinctive way of spitting.
And his type of rapping, because there's different types of rap, his type focuses more on the flow rather than the lyrics and what they mean.
And even
Aesop Rock, Atmosphere, well, he's more of a storyteller, but there's certain genres, just like how in progressive...
Even NF? You've heard of
NF? Yeah.
I like the way he raps, and I actually like... He's very, very clean. I like that, too.
Right.
That was cool.
It kind of reminds me of like how... in progressive, you have different types of rock genres, right? Progressive rock, it's more about the instruments and, progressing the genre, doing something different with it, right?
Right.
And you have the same thing in rap. You have rap lyrics that are very straightforward about life. You have rap lyrics that are more just about the flow, and they just throw in words to fit, like poetry, like just making sure they flow right. And it doesn't matter too much about the lyric things here, right? With Linkin Park, he goes for the more straightforward, typically.
Talking.
Right. And I don't think he really has much to say, to be honest, is what I'm getting at. I will never discount emotions, music, heart, that kind of thing, because I'm sure some of the lyrics in here will mean something to some of you, just as they have to us when we were growing up. So I don't mean that his lyrics don't mean anything. I just mean...
Sorry. Now I know how my daughter stretches, where she gets it from.
Yeah, exactly. I just mean like in the general realm, specifically for rapping, he's not that special. Now, getting back to the songs were so radio friendly that it really just took me out of it, and it didn't make a difference to me if it was Linkin Park or any other bands that made radio rock songs, regardless, I know it's hard for me to judge because I have nostalgia with them, and I don't really listen to them as much anymore.
Well, no, you're taking nostalgia out of it.
Yeah.
I'm taking nostalgia out of it. It's a 3.
Yeah, because I'm not comparing it to like their old stuff or their new stuff necessarily. I just don't think it's really that interesting on its own. So yeah, I give it a 2. Honestly, you should be happy I don't give it lower because I actually really want to, but I won't.
Give it a lower.
1.
You always get so mad listening to Linkin Park.
But they do better. Like,
Well, they've done better.
But
I don't think they're gonna do any. Honestly, I don't know if they're gonna do any better than
even Mike. Even Mike Shinoda's solo stuff that he's been doing after.
Oh, it's better.
Is better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. I didn't like the songs. Do the outro. I don't like this thing. I didn't like it.
Thanks for watching JPMP. Justin's mad.
Here we go again.
Really?